Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Israel Okpe, and I'll be presenting to you today about the art of negotiation for executive leadership. Imagine walking into a high stake meeting where millions of dollars, strategic partnerships, or even the future direction of your company are all on the table. The success of that negotiation hinges not only on your knowledge but on your ability to navigate complex discussions, influence outcomes, and secure a win-win resolution for all the parties involved. Negotiation is not simply a transactional process. It is a leadership fundamental skill that defines an executive's ability to drive business success. According to Mann, in 2023, strong negotiators don't just close the deals, they build relationships, they foster collaboration, and create sustainable value. In today's business environment, executives who master negotiation hold a significant competitive advantage. In this talk, I will break down the essential components of effective communication, key techniques that separate great negotiators from the average ones, and the specific skills that leaders at the executive level must possess to be effective negotiators. So, what are the core components of effective negotiation? At its core, negotiation is about three key elements: the preparation, the communication, and the adaptability that is needed, just in case you don't get the outcome that you thought you would. It happens, yes. So let's start with preparation. What are those things that differentiate a good negotiator at the preparation stage? Preparation, the best negotiators, they know that success is determined before they enter the room where they're negotiating. Researching the other party's needs before going in helps you to identify leverage points and establish clear objectives which are critical to the negotiation act. According to research by Paverna and Akbari in 2022, I hope I pronounced that name, apologies if I pronounced it wrong. 90% of negotiation success is rooted in the level of preparation that negotiators enter into. So, what are the things that can make you successful in this phase of negotiation? In preparation, you need to know what your partner is. So, what is the partner? The partner allows you to make decisions confidently, and it is the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. That is what partner stands for: best alternative to a negotiated agreement. It helps you to make decisions confidently rather than being reactive and acting in the spur of the moment. So the second component is communication. Effective communication is very vital to the success of every negotiation. According to research by Okpe, again, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, in 2014, words shape deals. What you say, how you say it, the tone, the inflection, they shape the deal, the success, the outcome of that deal. And how we communicate determines what the outcome is likely to be. Active listening is often overlooked, but it's one of the most effective tools in negotiation, making the other person feel like you hear them. It allows executives to uncover hidden interest and build rapport. Additionally, strategic questioning, such as open-ended inquiries, can guide discussion towards a favorable outcome. Number 3, adaptability, which is very key, especially in today's world. You need to be flexible and find common grounds, which makes adaptability very important. No negotiation goes entirely as planned. We live in a very complex and ambiguous world, so we need to prepare for some eventualities in our negotiation. The ability to pivot, reframe arguments, and manage unexpected changes separates seasoned negotiators from the rest of the world. And according to Kelly and Commission in 2016, they emphasized emotional intelligence playing a critical role because it helps you to read nonverbal cues and manage your own emotions, which can help prevent conflicts from escalating. So what are the keys to successful negotiation? The first one, there are several techniques that you can utilize to be successful as a negotiator. And there are tools out there, advanced tools that would help you to drive successful negotiation. The first one is the power of silence. Research by Curhan et al. In 2021, it shows that silence creates discomfort. Yes, which can compel the other party to speak first or reveal key information. A well-timed pause can shift the balance of power in negotiations. So sometimes you need to embrace silence and be comfortable in that silence. The second technique is anchoring. The first number or offer presented in this negotiation often sets the tone in that negotiation. And research has shown that making the initial offer strategically can significantly impact the final outcome. The third one is mirroring and labeling. According to Tyler in 2022, he says using this technique, which was popularized by an FBI former negotiator, mirroring, which is repeating key phrases, and labeling the emotions of the people engaged in the conversation by saying, it sounds to me like you are concerned about this or that. Make the other party feel heard and encourage cooperation. The yes and technique. We don't always want to go into a conversation assuming the position of answering no to everything. Sometimes being yes and can help. This is a technique that was borrowed from improvisational theater. This approach helps negotiators help build agreements rather than reject proposals outrightly. It fosters collaboration and by expanding on ideas rather than shutting them down entirely. So what are the art of negotiation for executive leaders, you may ask? I think I may have some inputs there. At the executive level, negotiation extends far beyond going into the boardroom and closing deals. Now, it is about the vision, it's about the influence, it's about the long-term sustainability of what is being negotiated. So now, how does negotiation impact executive leadership? Negotiating with stakeholders, executive leaders must navigate discussion with stakeholders, investors, board members, and employees, balancing diverse interests while wanting to maintain strategic alignment, which is very important. Santos in 2024 says transparency and trust building are essential to building this kind of conversation. Crisis management in high pressure situation, which is not an uncommon water for executive leadership. Executive leaders must manage negotiation where time is limited and the stakes are high. Remaining composed under pressure and making decisive yet flexible decisions is key in this area. Cultural intelligence in global negotiation, especially for companies that are embracing globalization and extending their operations and services outside the shores of their indigenous location. So Shamal et al. In 2023 stated that as business expands internationally, executives must be culturally aware. Negotiation techniques that worked in America and the US may fail to sustain in Japan or Germany. Understanding cultural nuances such as direct versus indirect communication styles can be the difference between success and failure in this instance. Ethical negotiation. Leadership is about integrity. Executives must ensure that negotiations uphold ethical standards and create value for all parties involved. Short-term wins at the cost of ethical compromise can lead to long-term reputational damage, which can cripple the life of any organization. In conclusion, negotiation is not just about what you want, it is about creating value, building trust, and fostering long-term success. For executives, mastering this skill is a necessity, not an option. By refining preparation, communication, adaptability, and advanced negotiation techniques, leaders can position themselves to influence outcome at the highest level. So, the next time you walk into a negotiation, please remember this. It is not just about winning the argument, but it's about securing the best possible outcome for all parties involved. Thank you.